Okay. Zoomed in as far as it'll go. Okay, so this is the GoPro, the new GoPro, the Skyview Cam, trademark, copyright, all rights reserved, mounted to the left side of the canopy. The center camera is going to be about 2 inches, 3 inches lower than it was because I had to get this camera to be mounted upright. I needed a 90-degree turn, and I had this little articulated bar, used to be under the other GoPro. And it doesn't really need to be since I have that longer elevator bar, whatever you want to call it. So it's over here now. So you're still going to get the same kind of angled offset, and actually I might now be able to get the autopilot buttons in there. And I think, based on where I had it before, it's not that much further away from the panel, so it should still be legible, should still be able to see the text on the buttons I'm pushing. So here I meant to do this yesterday. We're going to go into, I guess, map menu, edit user waypoints, and delete these things, because I have a lot of them in here. Bloomer I don't need. Yes, I'm sure. Deer Creek I don't need. I can find that pretty easily. It's really big. Epstein didn't kill himself. Yeah, that's when that's had its shelf life. Lily Chapel I'll keep. That's handy. And then start. I don't even. That was the start of Epstein didn't kill himself. So we'll get rid of that. And this WT, that's just a standard. When you create a waypoint, that's just the standard name it comes with, WPT, and then 5 numerals. Probably the next one I created would be 00001, so we get rid of that. Okay. So clean those up. And that should be enough. Now, I guess you won't be able to see, I still think you're not going to be able to see the writing on these labels. We'll find out, but I think what I'll do, I'll try it today. When I make a video today, I can get an image of these off of the website, Dynan website easily enough, and create a series of them. So, one with a red circle around the HDG, one with the red circle around out, depending on which one I push out, and maybe put those up on the screen. We'll look at that. But again, as I saw in the comments, people kind of agree that these don't change. It's not hard to figure out what's going on up here. It's all these soft menus down here that make the difference. So for example, if I wanted to get it to the autopilot menu, and I wanted to set roll, and actually, it's not probably what I want. I would want roll hold. So there's a roll. Yeah, roll hold would be what I want. And the reason I'm interested in roll hold, actually, yeah, that's probably what I want. When I was doing the kind of fake instrument approaches last year, I was trying to do 2-minute turns for holding patterns. Oh, Gwen, I'm going to move this back a little bit and see if it makes any difference. I think it could just be static. We'll see. That should maybe now cut some of the clipping. I'm very forceful when I talk. I had set the max bank on the autopilot to something quite benign because I was trying to get a 2-minute turn, which I'm not going to be flying IFR in this thing. But if I'm flying the instrument pattern, the approach plate pattern, there's a reason that they put the hold on one side or the other. It's generally the reason you would even do this is to ensure separation from things on the ground, that you're high enough, and they're guaranteeing if you stay at this altitude, you're not going to hit anything. So rather than fiddle around with a setting that affects every single time I fly, what I'm going to try to use is control wheel steering, and we'll get into that when we get to it. Basically what would happen, if I was on that kind of racetrack pattern and I was on one of the straight legs, I would have the wings level. So I would I would turn on roll hold, and that would hold the wings level. When I got to where I needed to make the 2-minute turn, I would hold down this button here, which is the autopilot disconnect. But if you hold it down, it's what's called control wheel steering, CWS. And as I'm holding that down, I would manually move into a turn that indicates it's a 2-minute turn, then let go of that button, and it would hold that bank all the way around the turn. And then when I got back, I could either just hit level, or I could do the CWS again and return it to what it was. So basically what it does, if I'm saying I want to fly straight and level, but for a little bit I want to fly at 12.5 degrees to the right, all I have to do is hold the button down, fly the airplane till it's 12.5 degrees, and let go, and it'll just hold that bank angle. And that should be a pretty good way of approximating a 2-minute turn. So that's something we'll try when I can fly. Today it's 14 gusting with 6,000. Really blustery here. It's spring. It's very blustery. But I think that is enough footage to go back and see how it looks and put up another quick video. I am listening to feedback on this. I will say right now, there is nothing I can do to put this camera right in front of me. I could mount it to the control stick and have it fly. I mean, there's no place to hang it. I don't, if I put it up here, I am not sure it would stick because you get some curvature in here, and that suction cup doesn't like this curvature. I could put it here and hang it upside down, but then you're never going to have a straight-on view to it. So, not sure. It may just be 6 of a dozen and half of one another. Most people don't catch that. It may be that this is as good as it gets, but still, I think it's far better. It's far better than just having this camera back here. So, anyway, I'm going to head home. It's bitter-ass cold. What do we got out there? 39 degrees. Okay, so that's not super, super cold, but I had gotten used to the 70s. I quickly adapt to warm temperatures. The older I get, the less I like the cold, which is why I don't want to live in Ohio anymore, just between you and me. Okay, well, that's it for today, I suspect. I'm probably going to go home and write on the book for a while and maybe play some Red Dead Redemption because I like riding a horse around, and I don't have a horse, but I got a TV and a PlayStation. So, all right, well, I will talk to you later.